Hey guys, this is North Vibe. I've been getting a lot of requests for some Hydro Thunder Go videos, so I'm gonna start making a bunch of them. We'll go through the entire game. We'll 100% from the beginning, and then we'll unlock the boats, and we'll see if we can get what happens at 100%. I do not know all the shortcuts, so this will be a learning experience. If you do know some that I miss, please point them out. The only downside to this game versus, for instance, Hydro Thunder Hurricane is that if you turn around to go explore the map, they kind of auto reset you, so you don't have a good chance of finding it unless you kind of mistakenly head that direction. And I know, actually, on the first level, there is a hidden spot that I found when I was playing around, and I don't know where it is, but you do go over a giant mound of gold. So I'll try to find that as well. One of the other things was, Windows Mobile is kind of fading out. So I was trying to get. Oh, so I was trying to do this. I was trying to stream. I have a Lumia 650, and I plug it into my Windows laptop. And 6 or 8 months ago, in the early 2018, I was posting a couple videos, and then kind of got busy with life, and someone commented on YouTube, so I thought, hey, let's get this going again. So I hooked my phone back up to my laptop, and I use a Microsoft app called Project My Screen, and all of a sudden, nothing would work. The phone would come up, like you see my screen here, where the phone is kind of in the center of my black screen, but there would be no video. Some of the buttons would work on the screen to control my phone, but that was it. I did a bunch of searching and found out that there was a spring 2018 update for Windows 10 called 1803 build, and that kind of dropped in about April, and that broke it. So I'm gonna have to start like tweeting at Microsoft, or maybe submit I don't know if they have bug tickets or whatever, but for Windows. But I think that this is kind of an important project or application so that we can get Windows Phone recorded onto the internet, because they did not release Mixer for the phone, and now that development for mobile is done, there's no real way to to record or archive this unless you, I don't know, if either there's another application that comes out, or you have to record your screen with another device. So in my efforts, I kind of went down the path of trying to get the Windows Phone emulator to run the game and record it that way. I successfully got the Windows Mobile Phone 10 emulator to run the game, but I cannot get the controls to work. So I got it running on a laptop, and then I thought, oh, maybe the controls don't work because I don't have an accelerometer or gyroscope in this laptop. So then I did it on a Surface Pro 4, and that has an accelerometer in it for when you tilt it, it kind of adjusts like a tablet. And those controls did not work either. The only way you can use it is the touch screen on the Surface. You can, in the options of Hydro Thunder Go while you're playing, I'll show you right now, you can pick the wheel and throttle. And so this puts a little kind of photoshopped wheel to the lower left, and then on the right side is your gas and boost. And then you just touch, it's touch for everything. That would in theory work, but the emulator is really spotty on the multi-touch gestures. So for me, it was, I could do one thing at a time. So I could steer, I'd have to let off, hit a button. Now there was an option for multi-touch, and you have to kind of move these dots around, and then I think that allows 2 spots in the screen to be touched. So I could try that as well. But when you're holding a Surface Pro, it's kind of big. When the phone, just like this, it doesn't get bigger than, a 5-inch screen, is in the middle of it. If it was full screen and I'd be able to hold it and then have my thumbs in the corners, that would probably work. If anybody knows how to get the controls to come out of the emulator, or I even had it running. I had it running in the phone emulator itself, and I had it running in Hyper-V as a virtual environment. If there's a way to pass through a controller, like an Xbox or PlayStation, if there's a way to enable accelerometer in the app via the Surface, that would be great. I monkeyed with the emulator settings. There's supposed to be an accelerometer tool, and yes, I can move the tool, but it doesn't do anything in the game. So I kind of think that that's maybe part of the build process of the game. And since I have the XAP and I've purchased the game, and so I can get the game, but I cannot get any edits into the code or enable anything that is on the back end in the software of the app, only on the emulator side or the virtual machine. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I'll try them. I would love to be able to get this game off of a Windows phone so that not only I can play it, but anybody else that wants to play this game in the future when Windows phones are kind of gone. It's a good way to make sure this is kind of archived and able to be played in the future. I'm probably going to have to, hoard this Windows phone, maybe get an extra one and just keep them safe with the batteries pulled out in a safe. And it's kind of unique. This game is really awesome. It's one of the better mobile games I've played, and so I'd love to be able to even ask Microsoft if we can get this ported to an Android or iOS phone. Heck, even if they could get the controls converted to controller, we could port it to Xbox. I know it only kind of runs on ARM, but they were working in the background to get Windows 10 mobile and Windows 10, the x86, kind of to be one thing. So they were kind of pushing emulation of x86 onto the mobile side. So I think that there's hope that there might be a way that they do it. I don't think they'd do it for this one game, but I will ask, and I will keep pestering them. And if everybody else does, that'd be great. I want to see this game live on, as this is really unique. Hydro Thunder Hurricane started on 360. That got ported to Xbox One, and it also got brought to PC. Fantastic. Love it. Hydro Thunder, the original, was in the arcades. That got ported to a bajillion consoles and PC. So we have those games backed up. Now all we got to do is work on Hydro Thunder Go and maybe H2 Overdrive. That game is really amazing, but it's still in the arcades only. It's a little expensive to bring an arcade in your house. It also is very large. It's a sit-down unit. But I'm working on that because I really want to be able to play that game whenever I want instead of going to the arcade. But that's it. I'm going to make more videos. We're going to play through the game. We'll see how it goes and try to beat some times here. Thank you for watching, and give me any comments if you want to see something specific or have any questions. Thanks.